Good garden walk around June 23rd, 2020. This is my buckwheat cover crop. Came in real good. Shaded out the black-eyed peas, unfortunately. It grew so fast. It was very hot when I set the seeds out. Lots of weeds here. I'm gonna have to get that under control, but they are pretty. Kind of coming up to the what was the brassica plot. I still have some mustard greens growing in here. They're bolting, but they sure do taste good. And I suppose this was turnip at one point, and can't remember some of the things. Beets, something else. They're all in the freezer right now. We're fermenting. These are my tomatoes. I have 4 federal that I bought. They were little tiny things. They're a really interesting plant. They grow a long, skinny tomato. Not skinny, very big tomato, about 7 inches long. It's supposed to be good for salsa or sauce even. There's 4 cherry tomatoes that I bought. Real small, planted them in late April. And these are California bell peppers. It's interesting if you're wondering why I planted them like that. I read in Harvest to Table that they should be planted staggered like that so the leaves touch when they grow. This is a row of Amish paste tomatoes that I started from seeds. At the end here, there's a couple more of these federal tomatoes. I'm using little bamboo shoots to try to train them. Very, very interesting plant. And over here, I have 4 Jet Star that I started from seeds. Growing really nice. I mean, this is further along than I've ever had my garden, even before I started selling my work at art shows. I had a garden here in 2003 and 2004, and I've never had this big a garden. Again, these are the Amish paste tomatoes. Really thick trunks. Every tomato seems to have like a different habit. It's very interesting. These are jalapenos, which I'm hoping I'll have a bunch of to stick with some of the ferments. These are long purple. These are Asian plants that I bought, Asian eggplant. I just sprayed these with neem oil. Hopefully that gets it under control. I actually have a little eggplant growing there that's going to be really tempting for a while. I want to eat it. Successful long purple eggplants that I started from a seed. Looks like it's doing okay. These are my sugar cube cantaloupes. And they're growing like crazy. I need to figure out how many blooms to pinch off so I'll get some fruit before winter time. Right now I'd like to be eating these things. It takes a lot of willpower not to buy them at the grocery store when you know you got them growing, even though you're not going to see them for a long time. They drive me crazy. You can also see I have a handsome crop of weeds. There are weeds, it's almost thicker than my lawn. Until I get the area cleared out around the garden, I'm going to have a huge problem with weeds. It's a nuisance. And go ahead and look at the handsome crop here. I think I could sell this grass. These are red beans. Hopefully I'll have enough beans to make it through the winter. I'm thinking I'm going to can at least some of them fresh, so they'll be kind of like buying a canned bean in a grocery store. I really wonder if the beans you buy in the grocery store were ever dried, or if they actually harvested them and canned them immediately. These are going to be corn. There's 9 hills here. Well, I failed at my first try with the corn. This is a yellow corn, supposed to be super sweet. They are germinating. And around the outside here, there's an L shape of okra. The real big one is the only one I managed to get to grow successfully. Actually, there were two, and this was the only one that really was doing anything. All the rest, I tried 25 times to start the okra from seed and failed. I mean, 25 different peat pots. Next year I'm going to try just using the bulk material seed starter mix and put them right in little plastic pots. But these all germinated really quickly from seed. So I'm going to be eating plenty of okra. I'm going to have to figure out if I can ferment it as well as just eat it or flash freeze it. These are my cucumbers. These have been extraordinarily successful. And I kind of started these way too early. I've already got a half a gallon of these things fermenting. Can't really tell what I'm in here. There's a cuke that I'll probably harvest tonight. I'll probably set another half a gallon to ferment in the next 36 hours. There's a lot of real nice ones. These things grow like crazy. You can almost see them growing. And there should be another one in the center of the frame there. And where that rod is, that burned out area on that leaf, I don't know if you can see that, but that's from where the leaves get stuck in this chicken wire. The irrigation is running right now. And this is one of my little modular manifolds that I made. Hangs off of the frost-proof bib. You can see I got 4 valves here. And it's set up where I can go around the corner again with another manifold. And I'll probably put at least one more valve on here because I need to irrigate my asparagus. The asparagus really do respond better, and I didn't irrigate these last year. And this is my permanent plot of asparagus. And I got to eat a lot of asparagus this year. Some of them were really fat, bigger around than my forefinger. And they kind of got away from me. And this is my garden. There's 6 plots that are going to rotate, that are rotating. The bottom two, one of the bottom plots that has buckwheat on it, eventually will have a plot where there's a chicken house, like a 14 by 12 chicken enclosure with a chicken house inside of it that moves up and down through the garden. So every year it'll be a different location. Thanks for watching. Hope I wasn't too long-winded.